Hi, Susan Reeve here. For the past 5 or 6 weeks, the spiritual community that I feel most connected with, New Thought Spiritual Center of Eastern Long Island, has, as so many other groups and churches and spiritual groups, are doing their Sunday service on Zoom. And it's a real treat for me because I haven't lived on Eastern Long Island for about 15 years. And lately I've been feeling the call to go back there, and that's where I'm going to be headed in a few weeks. But there's a time on these Zoom calls. One of the things that's so wonderful about it is we actually get to see one another face to face rather than when we are in the service on Sundays. Let me just say, hi Kelly, thanks for being here, rather than on Sunday mornings when we meet, where people are sitting behind one another. I speak there about 4 times a year. I deliver the message. I'm an interfaith minister. And so I have the opportunity when I'm there to see the faces of everyone, which is a real treat. And now on these Sunday morning Zoom calls, in addition to an opening prayer, meditation time, a closing prayer, an inspirational reading, the bulk of our time together is members of the community sharing. And today, a member of the community, Susan Powers, shared, and she mentioned that as she stepped into this new year, 2020, that she thought this would be the year of clarity. Not assuming this is how it was going to unfold. And for the first time, I heard this year, 2020, as what we consider to be perfect eyesight. Quite honestly, I've always wondered who figured 2020 was perfect eyesight. But beside that, it had me thinking about 2020 vision. And isn't this virus on a global scale offering each of us the opportunity to get connected with the vision for our life, the vision for our next steps, the vision for who we choose to show up as in the world? I've often had the experience when deaths of family members, and for me that was most potent when my oldest sister died when I was 22 years old, 2 weeks after she'd been hospitalized. Actually, just about a little less than 2 weeks after my marriage to my college sweetheart. And then 2 years later, my dad died 6 weeks after being diagnosed with cancer. And the greatest impact of those deaths on my life is my waking up to that death is a part of life, and that in the snap of a finger, someone we love can no longer be present physically. We can't pick up the phone and call them. We can't easily see them. And that has had an enormous impact on the choices that I've made in my career, in my personal life, where I've lived, truly in all the choices that I make, that I'd better be living my lifetime goals or deepening the roots of my lifetime goals today, because there may not be a tomorrow. And the coronavirus has brought into focus the number of deaths worldwide by this seemingly invisible virus that can blow out the life, the physical life, the life on earth of loved ones all over the world. And it's been deaths that have been the reminder for me to get clear about my vision of who I want to be during my time on earth, my brief time on earth. For many years, I led a workshop called Write Your Obituary, Living Your Essence, with the idea that, and I've been informed that it's probably more like our eulogy that I'm speaking than the obituary of the name, the dates, born and death, and possibly a word or two describing the life. To write our eulogies now as a way to, as our guide, as our North Star, as our vision for who we want to be in this life, in the qualities that we express, and what is it that we want to be doing that is guided by those qualities. You know, we can express, as I spoke in another live a few days ago, there are 10 million ways for us to express love. So if we want to be kind, if that's what we want said about us in our eulogy, then it's crucial that we start being that way today. So I encourage all of us to take this time today, to write your eulogy, to make a list of the qualities you want to embody, that you want to express, and what are the gifts, talents, and skills that best reflect who you truly are. Because there's no going back to, there's only going forward, starting this minute. Who is it that you see clearly in your 2020 vision, in this new year that's more than a quarter over? What is your 2020 vision for your life? And if you can capture it in a statement, as a wonderful woman, Myers Bartlett, wrote when she participated in my Writing Your Obituary workshop. She wrote that the statement on her tombstone would be "Mission accomplished." So what's your mission? What's your 2020 clarity about your life? Share that with us. Bye-bye for now, and farewell.